Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Super Mario 64 Minecraft map. In the last episode, we went to Big Boo's Haunt, and in this episode, we're gonna kind of do like a more laid back, just exploration of the rest of the castle and kind of like explaining some of the stuff here, because there are some features of the castle, mainly the upper floor, that have been changed. So I'll have to kind of explain my reasoning for those, and also just explain like what I've done. But here we go. Here's the courtyard. You kind of saw this a little bit last time when we went into Big Boo's Haunt, and I was deciding, should I do this first? Should I do that first? I ended up doing Big Boo's Haunt first. But here we are. So I remember I did a whole episode way back in the day just on the courtyard. And I think I also showed off parts of the texture pack, but still like look how small this area is compared to like the rest. Like how could you imagine? All right guys, episode's over. You saw the courtyard. No, but to start off, I guess, as you can see, these snow blocks are Boo's. I'm considering maybe like if there's some other white tile in the game. Like there's a few different white like well, no, not a shulker box. Although a shulker box kind of would make sense, but I'd have to make it so you can't access it. Maybe just like I don't know. Maybe not even just like a block, maybe like honey, I don't know. But you could do something to make these look like Boo's. Well, I'll see if that texture eventually happens later in this map. So that's the courtyard. I guess, is there anything else? Anything else? I put this here, like the L is real 2401 joke. That's from the original Super Mario 64. And it's kind of like speculated text that was on this, and it's like very blurred out in the game, but you see you've kind of got the pillar. There's some nice trees and grass. There's also these signs here. I guess I could go here. There's a secret around here in a covered hole. So I haven't finished this yet, but there will be a secret level right here, like in Super Mario 64 DS. We'll see if that ends up happening, or if I decide against it. And then there's also this parkour tip: jump while dashing to jump really far. That's a general Minecraft thing. I expect each and every one of you to know that, although it's there just in case. All right, so moving on, let's go to the basement right here. Also, we need some music. It should turn on the castle music when you enter through the backside too, but here we go. Get that good old castle music. All right, so as you can see, this is the first little floor area. You'll notice the roof is a lot smaller. That's because right up there is this floor right here. So there's a block in between, so some redstoning and command blocks can fit. So I guess that could have been one block taller, and there would have been a command block poking out, but that's what happened. So yeah, let's go this way. As you can see here, this is kind of like where you would jump up here and then you go through there. Normally there's like a blue glass that prevents you from going up, although there's no real reason why you would be prevented from going up here. So it's just like that. And there's this pool of water right here. This area is going to be a bit smaller than in game. In game, it was a really big pool that you had to go through, and this also will lead to another area in the basement. But if you go in here, like I said, it's a bit more crowded than in game. You'll end up right here, and then what I'm thinking about doing is putting a command block right here that removes this gate, so that you can go through. But right now, yeah, you can't go through. That's just to prevent you from being able to go through this door from the beginning. Oh, is there? Aha! Oh, that's weird. All right, so next up, I guess, is this room right here. Normally, this is also a hallway that goes through, but as you can see, this leads into this room. So I have to make it a bit smaller. If you actually look at a real castle, like the castle map to scale with the outside, you can see that like hallways are poking out of it. So it's like it's impossible, even in the game, to fit everything in to scale to Super Mario 64. So some things just had to be changed up a bit. This right here will eventually lead to the Bowser in the Fire Sea area, and this right here leads to Dire Docks. So that's swag, and then you can go down this hallway, and just like in the game, you got this basement area, and this area looks pretty much how it does in game. I think in the game it's more of like a curved hallway right here, but this is what worked out. And then as you can see, here's Lethal Lava Land. And this is actually pretty neat, but if you look at it from back here, it doesn't look too different. It looks just like a wall, but there's actually paintings lined up. Just like in the game, you can kind of go through this hidden wall and go to Shifting Sand Land. I thought that was pretty neat. And lastly, down here in the basement is the cave, Hazy Maze Cave, as you can see right here. And then, of course, like I said earlier, there's another door that leads to this good old area, so you can access this room from the, I don't know, the spooky basement portion, the Lethal Lava Land portion. I don't know what you would call this portion of the basement. Doesn't have a name. All right. Or does it? I don't know. Maybe it does have a name. All right, thank goodness that ended just in time, because now I can't remember if I showed this room off before, but this is the secret slide area. And that leads to the slide. I can't remember if I showed that off earlier. If I did, then oh well, but if not, then there you go. I know I showed off that room before, but here we go. Like I said earlier, like these pressure plates will spawn in later. This will not be, when you first start the game, you cannot access this area or the basement. So just keep that in mind, or this area. They all kind of have to spawn in. So here we go. So the first thing you'll notice is that this is completely different. I should probably explain that. So normally in the game, you would go up a staircase to get to a round room with these paintings in it. So this one right here will be Tall Tall Mountain, and this one right here will be Wet Dry World. But the rooftop is right above here, so it's a little bit higher up, but I had to fit another floor in regardless, which you'll see in just a second. And now this room right here is Snowman's Land, and this one is Tiny Huge Island. So as you can see, everything in these, it's 3 rooms, and it's all very small and compact. It's pretty much just the way I ended up having to need to do it. So if I end up refining this in the future, if you guys have any ideas to make it better, let me know. But for now, this is kind of just the design, and I know it doesn't exactly look great. Maybe I'll do some like little decoration stuff, like stairs on the sides or something, just to make it look a little bit nicer, but we'll see what happens. So anyway, when you get enough stars, you'll be able to access the very top floor. So as you can see there, you got this area right here, and this is a bit more accurate. This actually, like you can see, it has the walls. It has about a similar roof size. I don't know. And you've got Tick-Tock Clock here. This is pretty neat. This is actually a double painting right here, or just a painting that's 2 blocks high. It's just one of them's a wood block and one of them's the little clock portion itself, and that's a gold block, or I think it's yellow concrete. Yes, yellow concrete. So that would be Tick-Tock Clock. This right here will lead to Rainbow Ride. You can just kind of hop up this little platform. And then this door right here, as you can see, it's not an infinite staircase. Like I said, the roof is right above here, so no infinite staircase was able to be created. But this will lead to the Bowser in the Sky area, which will be the final boss. Or final boss. We'll see if I can even manage a boss system in the game. I haven't worked on that yet. You'll see the Bowser in the Dark World stage, and spoiler alert, there's no boss yet. There is Bowser, but you can't fight him. So just a bit of a heads up. I don't have a good boss system, and like I said, the whole reason I'm doing this is so you guys can help me out. Why I'm recording this so early is so you guys can help me out. So if you guys do have any ideas for a boss mechanic, then please be sure to let me know down below. So with that being said, I believe that's about everything so far. And yeah, so I can kind of show in like perspective. You'll see right here is literally the rooftop. So you can kind of go up and you can see here. That's why it can't go any higher. I don't think I have bricks. I don't. There we go. So that's what had to happen so far. And for the most part, I think it looks pretty okay. Everything at least fits, which is nice. Even though it had to be changed, the rooms had to be changed in size, or some of them. It all fits, and it's nice because at least at the start of the game you get the castle for the most part. You'll get the rooms. All the starter areas have rooms that are pretty much identical in size. It's just kind of the top floor really just had to be squished down, and bits and pieces of the basement. So yeah, hopefully you guys are okay with these changes, and well, if you're not, then be sure to let me know if you have any ideas to make it better, because I'm all up and open for that if you guys have anything. So with that being said, I believe next time it's time to show off, like I said, actually I did mention earlier Bowser in the Dark World, but I guess that's what we're gonna do next, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And there is actually a star to get here, and like the star mechanic of getting it is complete, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, I guess check out those links down in the description. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. And I will see you guys next time.